the People Democratic Party going to for Oshodi Federal Constituency. And he has joined us this morning for us to interact on his plan for the constituent. And we'll be happy for you to get engaged with the candidate and also interact fully well with him to understand his plan for the Oshodi community. And I'll tell you, it's going to be a wonderful and an engaging section today. Once again, Honorable, I welcome you to this program organized by Oshodi Mature League.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's nice having you on board. We understand you have some busy schedule. That's why we have to move the time from 3 o'clock to 11. We understand it's a busy season. Also, once again, I want to apologize to our audience for the change of time. It's impromptu, but we still want to engage our honorable so that he can tell us his plan for us, and that is why we have to go in line with this time. Let's go straight to the point because we only have 1 hour, and out of the 1 hour, we've used about a few minutes, and I was made to understand that you're having internet connection. So, sir, let's just dive into it. I have some few questions here to ask you so that we can have a good interaction at the end of the day and your plans for Oshodi as a whole. My name once again is Oluwadare Akoni for those who might miss that, and I'll be your host for today. So straight into it, Honorable, we want you to introduce yourself, telling us about your early life, education background, work life, and political career.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me this great opportunity. Sorry, pardon me. Please, I don't want nobody to disturb me while I'm talking, please. Okay? Sorry, pardon me on that. Thank you so much for this privilege you've given it to me. Exactly what I want in our constituency. Opportunity to speak for mind our people, the elected, regardless of your political party, regardless of your personal interest. So let me say, I appreciate you guys for creating this kind of avenue to reach out to the people and to question us, the politicians, what exactly we have in mind for our people. And again, I just want to appeal to everyone for changing the time. I'm really sorry because I have a lot of schedule for today. And I don't want to miss this opportunity speaking to the people. Because I know a lot of people might times it to another thing that, oh, maybe he's running. No, I will never run away from my people. That's why I begged and I put apology ahead that I'm really sorry. Can we reschedule to that? So I'm really sorry for those that is not convenient for. And thank you so much for creating time out of no time to reschedule as well to be part of this great and wonderful session. Yeah, my name is Honorable Chief Olumuyiwa Owadara, the candidate for the People Democratic Party, PDP in Oshodi, Isolo Federal Constituency 1. I was born into the family of Owadara, and I was born into the family of Oluo's family because it's a family that is really popular in Oshodi, which I believe in this session we will be speaking on it as well. Many people know my late brother, S.C. Oluo in Oshodi. He's actually my blood brother. Yes. So I was born into the family of Oluo's family as well. I started my education from Army Children High School, which started in the, how many years ago now? I started my primary school from Army Children Primary School. From then, I went to Army Children High School in Ikeja here, which is very close to Oshodi. That's Army Cantonment. After that, when I finished my secondary school, I traveled to Ojere. It was called Moshood Abiola Polytechnic then, because I believe they've changed it right now. So I went there to study business administration. I was there for a few months, then came back to Lagos State. I went to Lagos State Polytechnic where I studied mass communication. And after that, my uncle called me and he gave me an opportunity that I need to come abroad to come and study. Then I went to London started my education in London from Lambert College, where I studied business administration. And after that, I started working. I was given opportunity through my uncle to mix with a lot of CEO, where he gave me the opportunity to join a company, an organization for the CEOs, where I had the opportunity to meet with a lot of directors, people in business. So from there, I registered my company as well, which is RMD Entertainment. You can Google that. Just type RMD Entertainment online. You will see everything I've done in London in that entertainment industry. So I have done a lot which people don't know in politics, because I don't pull my business into politics. Politics is different from business. So that's, I believe I've touched my work background. And now let me come to politics. I started politics before 2015, when PDP had the opportunity to win the first seat in Lagos State, precisely in Oshodi. I started my politics before then, because I remember one day I was speaking to my brother that I would love to contest. Then he told me, my bro, there's time for everything. So since then, I've been in politics, one way or the other, supporting the party. And then I don't have any political party, but I was just doing, investing in politics, helping people. So that's why I'll speak. That's just my background. Combine it together with my experience in the world. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for that brief background introduction of yourself. I believe a lot of people who don't have this information now have insight into it. So from your political background, you mentioned that you started being active in politics in 2015. What was your motivation around that at that time?
My motivation then, please. I need to connect to my laptop because I'm using my iPhone. Connect from the iPhone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so just hold on for the switch. Once again, our audience, thank you for joining us for this wonderful session. We have Honorable Olumoyiwa Wadara joining us from the PDP, going for the post of a member of the House of Representatives at the federal level. And he has given us a brief introduction of himself. And right now we having a brief switch. Also, you can watch this live broadcast apart from the Zoom network. For those who have joined, you can watch it on YouTube as well under the Oshodi Matured League YouTube account. And once again, I appreciate you all for joining us. While we wait for the Honorable to switch from his phone to his laptop, we'll quietly engage him and continue. So, admin, the Honorable wants to be on mute. Is requesting for an unmute key. Can you assist with that? Hello?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I think. Well,
I believe it's better now.
Yes, and the audio quality is fantastic. So where we stopped before you the switch was according to you, you showed interest in politics in 2015. And the question is, what's the motivation for you to join politics at that then? What do you think is driving the force around that?
Well, my motivation joining politics in 2015. One of my mentors in life in politics, I would say, is Chief MKO Abiola. Because during the era of June 12th, even though I did not participate in anything, but I watched everything back to back online. And Abiola was a great man, may his soul rest in perfect peace, that fought for the freedom of the people. He fought for the liberation of the people. So whenever I had the opportunity to watch him, everything that comes to my mind then was, I want to be like him. I want to be greater than him. So that's exactly what motivated me to join politics. And since then, I've been doing my research. Apart from MKO, Chief MKO Abiola, we have a lot of great politicians in Nigeria as well, which actually watch as well, watch their step, watch their antecedents, what they've done. And these are the things that actually motivated me to join politics, because I believe I can do more better than them. That's the reason why I joined politics.
Okay, so that was wonderful. I want to do better than the others. So moving on to the next question, you are contesting on the platform of a party that is currently fractured at the moment. When we talk about the national structure, where we have Wilson Wike and the rest having back and front around some issues internally. How do you view your chances at the poll? And how do you intend to reconcile these, even at the lower level? There's also some kind of issue here and there. How do you feel this will affect the election at the polls? And also, how do you, within your own constituents, reconcile these aggrieved parties to make sure that you all work in line at the end of the day?
Thank you so much for that wonderful question. But one thing I want you to know today is all over the world, every political party, there is no party that there is no fracture. That's one thing I want you to know. All over the world, including the ruling party, from the national to the grassroots level, including my political party. I know you mentioned His Excellency Wike with the issue going on ground based on how to zoning. That's the problem we are having at the national level. But I don't want to dip into the national crisis. Let's talk about our local government, which is the grassroots. You see, I can assure you that is not a big deal for me, and it will never be a problem for me to succeed in this coming election. You know why? Because I am not a politician that play politics of party. I don't play politics of, no, this is my political party. Yes, let's start settling. No. In fact, I've done my best. I did my best already, bringing the leaders together, speaking to the youth that, listen, this is another great opportunity coming to us. We must work as one. Let's put that aside. The kind of politics I play is I reach out to the electorate, including APC, including PDP, including NRC, including Labour Party, for one reason, because my priority is my constituency, is not my political party. My priority is the people in my constituency, because either they like it or not, after winning, by the special grace of God, I will carry everybody along, regardless of your political party. That is what will help you as a great politician, to make you to become a great politician, for people to reckon with you, for people to actually make sure they work with you with their heart to make sure you succeed in office. So even though there's fraction or no fraction, trust me, it's not a big deal, and it will never be a big deal to me, because it has been happening for many years and it will continue to happen. Remember, in politics, we disagree to agree. So it will always happen. People have their personal interest, but that will never affect me as a politician, and it will not even affect my winning, because why? I'm ready to carry everybody along. And that's why, if you check my antecedents, last week I had a program with the non-indigent. Do you want me to tell you the truth? 80% are not even PDP members. Sorry, 2 days ago. Last week, I had one event as well for the youth. 80% of the people that turned up, they were not even PDP members. That tells you the kind of politics I play. Even though I set times aside, I still went ahead last week, going to all my political party. I went to all their meetings, having one-on-one talk with them that, listen, we don't have to fight each other. If I can come to Nigeria, and if I'm doing this just because I want to bring unity, nothing stop you guys from working with me, so that we can deliver our party and bring the great change to our constituency. But my own task is carry everybody along, which will help me towards the general election come 2023 by the special grace of God.
Well, that is a very valid point, because at the end of the day, it's all about the constituents that matter. Whether you are from one party or the other, is oneness that really grow the community at the end of the day. Thank you for that wonderful answer.
You're welcome.
So currently, you mentioned that you started the political campaign or the focus around it in 2015, which shows you are still a green on around this. And there's a whole lot of other candidates that are already in that line of ambition to also run for the House of Assembly, House of Representative. With what political experience stands will put you in the right stand for the post you are aspiring for?
Thank you so much for that question. Firstly, you said the word green on, because I just quickly noted that. Green on means somebody new that doesn't have experience.
Yeah.
I am not new in politics.
Okay.
I have experience, even though I'm not in power, which I'll come into power by the grace of God come February. Remember, I contested last election. I wanted to contest for the post of Federal House of Representative because I'm a candidate that do obey the party constitution and listen to the leaders. I was told to go for the post of House of Assembly, which I eventually did, and I played my part. In fact, from the first day they gave me the mandate, I walked back to back, and everybody felt the impact, including ruling party. Because I received a lot of calls, even from ruling party, that RMD, kudos to you, you tried. I fought a good fight. So I'm not new in politics. And with my experience, because I've lived in London for many years, not just London, I've traveled all over the world. I've traveled to a lot of places. I've had the opportunity to see the way politics is being played in other parts of the world. And I can tell you, if you bring it to the way we play politics in our country, my brother, we need to fix up. There's a lot of work to do. So I have a lot of experience in politics. I'm not just coming into politics for the first time. So I can assure you that I have enough experience to win this election. And it's not about winning. I will continue to say this. It's about carrying my people along, regardless of who you are, regardless of your ethnicity, regardless of your religion, regardless of what political party you belong to. My duty is to make sure I carry everybody along. And I have this experience because even though if I bring my experience in business, because I studied international business management in the University of South Bank University in London, international business management. With my experience in international business management, first thing to prosper in business is how to bring people together. So if I can bring my clients, my customers, everybody together, whereby for me to make more profit, I will even bring that into politics, bringing my people together in my constituency. That is the best way for us to grow our constituency. In fact, sit around the table. I don't even want to know what party you belong to. Let's sit around the table. Let's have town hall meeting. I want to gain people's experience. I want to get people advice, and let's see, okay, how do we go forward to make our constituency one of the best and great constituency, not in Nigeria, in the whole world. So I have the experience. Thank you.
Well, that is so great response. I really appreciate that. So since the fact that the constituent are the major people who actually want to know your plan, and since you want to carry them along, so can you please run us through your plans if you become the office holder come 2023?
Thank you so much. Let me say this first. And I'm not even going to be sorry to say it. I've seen a lot of politicians in office carrying out constituency projects, supporting people. And it's very shameful whereby we see people frying pop-off, doing air, and they call it constituency empowerment is very shameful. One of the things that will happen once I get into office is this. Let me just pick one first before I speak about what exactly I will do. I will make sure, if not one, at least two must get a scholarship to study abroad in London. I will do it. And everybody should write it down. If not one or two, I will do it. One or two, one of the best students in our constituency to study abroad for a particular course. Let's leave that aside. Once I get to office, things I will be doing is I will make sure we create something called landmark empowerment. I can't do it alone. But once I carry the whole constituency along with me, it will be very easier for me to do. Landmark empowerment, I'll be having town hall meeting. And when I say town hall meeting, we will have this session throughout the year. At least once in 3 months, we will have a session. For example, we have session for the widows. We have session for the youth. We have session for the businessmen. We have session for the professionals. We have section for the students, whereby we will sit around the table. We hear from each other. We speak our mind. It's not that you people will vote me and I'll be in Abuja, sit there lying to people, and there's no money in Abuja or there's no consent. No, my government will be transparency. There will be accountability. So first thing I said was a landmark empowerment town hall meeting in order to carry everybody along. And I just want to throw this to you as well, my brother. Please note it down. My slogan is my people, my priority. And that's exactly what we experience once I get into office by the special grace of God in February.
That's well noted. That's well noted. The people is your priority. So thank you so much for that. I believe you have a comprehensive manifesto or plans for the constituent, and we'll be happy if you can share that with us and also on the social media platform for the audience to go in details and study, because we only have an hour to discuss this and the audience are already asking questions. So
I even forget to speak on that. My manifesto will be ready on Monday, which
okay,
I'm working on it with Monday with the guy in the production. So he's in process.
Okay.
By Monday, it will be everywhere. And from January, I'm starting my door-to-door campaign by myself. I'll bring my manifesto to you. And in my manifesto, you will see my antecedents, what I've done in Oshodi, all the widows empowerment, everything I've done for the youth, for the primary school, everything I've done, you will see in my manifesto, the pictures and everything, fact and figure is there.
Oh, that will be great. That will be great. We'll be expecting that. Monday is 21st of, just to be sure, 21st of November, right?
Yeah.
That's
yes.
Great. So before I continue with some of our prepared questions, the constituents which are online, I've sent some questions to the chat room, and I have Prince Omenu. Prince Omenu sent a question here. Said, dear Honorable, he has 3 questions, and I will read the 3 up front so that you can just give us an answer to that. Number 1, he said, can you state 2 key problems that the current administration is unable to tackle, and kindly explain how you will address the issue? The second one is, you mentioned about your entertainment company abroad. What are your plans in empowering the youth in Oshodi that have interest in entertainment? The number 3 question is, what policy or bill will you pass at the lower chamber to address out-of-school children in your constituent? And these are the questions. Honorable, your response, please.
Oh, thank you so much for the first question. The first question said I should state the 2 key problems that the recent administration is unable to tackle, and kindly explain how you will address the issue. I will be honest with you, is more than 10, is more than 2. This present administration, I'll zero it as 0 performance. Just my own opinion. Everybody have entitled to their opinion. Firstly, one of the problem this recent administration is unable to tackle I would say is security. We all understand the issue and what is going on in our constituency. Recently, I think it's over a month now, we lost a great soul. May so rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
Mr. Goke.
Yeah.
He was very close to me when he was alive, even though he was not in my political party. Because when he came to London, we met with each other. I took him out, we had fun, and we spoke at length. Because of the situation we find ourselves in our constituency, if somebody we voted for to represent us cannot stand on his own as someone representing us, that have to go through some illiterate to deliver or to work for the constituency, that means we will continue to have problem. So the first, I'm still on the first question. If you can tackle security, to tackle security is not hard. You are there, you can pass a bill that yes, we have a great challenges that we are facing, which is the security. How do we stop this? Is you go to the grassroots. What is the root of all this? Then we find out. I'm not against the national union, don't get me wrong. I'm not against them, because obviously this is a venue for some people to make a living. And in fact, we still have some great people in the union, national road transport union as well. But I'll be honest with you, if you can sit down and someone representing us, you want to look into the issue of security for us to stop this youth fighting each other, there's a way you can set up a group or organization to look into security issue, and in fact, employ the youth to work with the police. Because we all live in London, have the idea of something. We have different forms of police working. We have the neighborhood police, we have the federal police. You understand? We have the metropolitan police. They are working in their own line. They have their own section, what they deal with. The neighborhood police, we're supposed to have the neighborhood police that will work directly with the youth. And if you're there in Abuja to represent us, it costs you nothing to come down, stay down with the youth. Okay, this is what you guys are going through. Okay, you know what? Let's employ a few of you. Work directly with the neighborhood police to tackle insecurity in our constituency. It's doable. And it will not even cost you anything. You can employ 50 youth. Start from that. Pass this bill. Once the federal government see that there's threat to life and property of the citizen in your constituency, they will definitely do something about it. But if you refuse to go through the right channel, you have to go through some illiterate that doesn't even understand what you want to do. Tell me, how is that possible? It will never come to pass. So that's the first way to tackle the insecurity issue. Secondly, unemployment. Because I believe he has done nothing on unemployment, and unemployment keeps increasing in our constituency. I'll just give you one example. You can use your position to get people employed, which is not hard. All you just need to do, sit the unemployed people down, have a talk to them, one-on-one talk. What can you do? Well, you understand, let me see your qualification. For example, maybe I have 50 graduates in my constituency. Once I get their qualification, all I need to do is I will be their reference and I will make sure they get job. Take them out of streets. That is no rocket science. I don't even need to pass any bill on that. Come down, sit with them, create a session to speak out to them. Okay, let me see your qualification. Okay, fine. Then pull a call through with my own connection with the people I know in politics and outside politics. I will make sure I get it done. Bring them out of street gradually. It's not something that will be done in a day, but it's called gradual process. That's my answer on the first question. The second question you mentioned about entertainment industry. Yes, I'm very big in entertainment in London. In fact, the first event I did in Nigeria over 10 years ago was Battle of the Titan. We did it at Oriental Hotel. We actually brought some artists from London to come and perform with the artists there, which they are like Battle of the Titan, attacking each other in a funny way, not in a fighting way. And we made money from it. We actually made money from it. In fact, there's one program I did at Marblefield Hotel. The Marblefield Hotel was called Brazil Hotel then. I was the first person to open that hotel with my event. The first event I did for the youth of Oshodi over 10 years ago. I spoke my mind to them. Yeah, if I can open this company called RMD Entertainment International Limited, that tells you you can do more. All the youths were so happy that day. I gave everybody drinks, food. We spoke heart to heart. And I told them that we have to change the narrative of Oshodi. We have to change people's mind when it comes to Oshodi. It's not that when people hear Oshodi, they'll be like, area boy. No, we have great people in our constituency. We have a lot of rich people in our constituency. In fact, we have a lot of educated people in our constituency. But because of the kind of the people in power leading the constituency, that's the reason why people doesn't want to associate with anything called Oshodi. But I can assure you, once I get to power, Oshodi will become a place that everybody will be coming to. They will want to associate with us by the special grace of God. So in the entertainment industry, I will help all our youth. In fact, 90% of our youth, I will help them in the entertainment industry by the special grace of God. The last question, what policy or bill will you pass at the lower chamber to address out-of-school children? It's not hard. The government should look into it. In fact, as soon as possible, they should make it priority. We need to bring them back to school. This is why I'll do it. After passing the bill, I will come back to my constituency. I want to have a meeting with all the headmasters, headmistresses, principals. I want to sit down with every one of them, and I want to know exactly what is going on in our constituency. What is the way forward? If I sit in Abuja and passing bill, and I'm not in my constituency to actually speak to the people that are having interaction with these children one-on-one every day, that means I'm wasting my time. Even if I send any funds down for them to do anything, I'm wasting my time. It will never be done. You understand the situation we find our country. The problem is from the grassroots to the top. It's not just that maybe we have the bad leader at the top. So if I'm representing my people and I want to take children out of school, I will need to come back and sit down with all the principals, the headmasters, everybody in the administration. We have to sit down town meeting, and I want to listen. What's going on? How do we do it? This is how we're going to do it, and we will do it together. I cannot do it alone. That's my answer for the first question. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable. And I can tell you that from your words, it shows that the people is a priority and not just to sit down in Abuja. And I can tell you it's a way to go. And we, the constituents, are happy to be hearing this. However, we know you've told us that the manifesto is coming up by Monday, 21st of this month. And we know we have the privilege to have a better insight into it. But for the fact that some audience are here now and they just want to hear some of the things that are already in that manifesto, especially when it comes to the youth and the women, because from your expression and from your campaign, there have always been centered around the youth and the women. So we want us to help us with specific plans for this set of genders.
Okay, you see, for the youth, like I said yesterday, when I was having heart-to-heart talk with the non-indigenous, and the youth asked me a question, sir, what are you going to do once you get to power? What are you going to do for the non-indigenous youth? Then I use one example, which I'm going to use the example now again. Let's say after winning my election, maybe I'm now the chairman of the chairman committee on security. Let me use this example. As chairman committee, as a reps member, this is what I'll do. I will register a security firm. Once I register the security firm in the name of my constituency, we will enroll all our youths that are interested. And I can assure you the way I will pull everything out, many people will be interested. I will enroll everybody, bring a professional from abroad to come and lecture us, train us with equipment for at least minimum of 3 months. I will make sure everybody get their qualification certificate after this training. I will go back to the house, not even the reps. I will go to the Senate to meet with our colleagues and speak to them what exactly I want to do, how we want to change our constituency, which will be advantage for the whole nation, which other reps member can copy, including the Senate. Even though you are not under maybe a security committee, you can actually benefit from it. After register everything, I'll use my connection to make sure it's stamped from the federal level. And after that, we will now employ all our trained youth, unemployed youth. Myself, with my connection, I will go to all the companies in my constituency. We have a lot of companies around my constituency and my constituency. I will go there with my connection. We make sure they employ our youth. You know, it depends on how you sell your markets for people to listen to you and buy into your market. In fact, in our constituency, every security personnel working for any firm there, they will refer them back to us that we should train them. And all this thing will bring more profit to our constituency, taking the youth out of unemployment. So that's one of the things I have in my manifesto. That's one. Secondly, you see, with the women, because I know Oshodi as an area whereby people do love doing business, we will create avenue to sit with our people in business. What can we do more to bring more profit for you? Because remember, these people are paying tax. And I find it that, sorry to use it, the government is cheating them. In fact, the people representing them, we are cheating these people in a way. We are just making tax for them. We're not even sitting down with them, asking them what are they going through? What can we do more to help them in business? There's a lot of professional body that can speak to people about business, how to make more profit. If you are making maybe 50,000 naira before, you can do it this way, you can do it this way, and this will generate more profits for you. I have a lot of friends in that section. They call them motivational speaker, and some of them know what they are saying. If you go by their advice, trust me, you make more money. And these are the things that we're supposed to put into place in our constituency. All this thing is in my manifesto, which you will find in my manifesto as well. For the youth, either the youth like it or not in my constituency, I will carry them along. We must change our constituency. Our constituency. You see the word Oshodi. When people hear it, I want people to say, no, I'm going to Oshodi next week. It will be football competition, bring people all over the world to our constituency, not the way they're playing it. We will change the narrative, change the mindset of people. People on the street that doesn't have jobs, we have to let them know the reason why you have to work. The reason why you have to put table, the reason why people are working is to put food on the table for your family. But we are shouting on unemployment. Most of these youth doesn't know the reason why they're supposed to work. Some people just think, okay, should be just for me to see pocket money. It goes beyond that. You have to be responsible for your wife, responsible for your children, responsible for your family. That's the reason why you have to come out of the street and get a job. As a youth, you have to change your mindset that you have a future. You can become rep as honorable RMD. You can even do more better than me. As a youth, that's one of the things you will find in my manifesto. I don't really want to speak more about my manifesto. I want it to come out to the public and you have the opportunity to digest it. And you see that on this journey, we are on this journey together to liberate Oshodi and to make sure the right people be in place. So, and it's got nothing to do with the House of Reps alone, including the House of Assembly, including the local government chairman, including all our councillors. We have to change their mind that you have to serve these people. Nobody is saying you should not make money, but the people must feel your impact. Because I don't know how politicians see this thing. I see politics beyond 4 years. Remember, if I do it right today, you yourself, my brother, you'll be so proud to put money together and purchase funds for me to go for Senate in another 4 years. But if I don't care about the people, you will wait for me to come back another 4 years. And that is what is killing many politicians today. Once they get into office, they're gone. They come back after 4 years, start sharing rights. For God's sake, How long do we want to continue this? And this tells you it's not because I'm contesting for political party. Go and check my antecedent. Before I joined politics, I've been helping people in my constituency. I opened my NGO, RMD Foundation, and know how much I've spent on this. It's not about the money, but I just love to do because I understand what it takes to have and what it takes not to have. So let me stop there, my brother.
Thank you so much, Honorable, for those wonderful comments. Again, I would like to remind our audience that this is Oshodi Mature League, where we're bringing top candidates for... Hello, we can hear you clearly, sir. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? I think Honorable is having some internet challenge. Again, I want to welcome all our audience to this live broadcast. It's Oshodi Mature League, where we have Honorable Olumoyiwa Owadara of the People Democratic Party, popularly known as RMD, who is vying for the post of House of Representative for Oshodi Constituency 1. Honorable have taken us through some basic information and some of his plans for the constituent. And also the slogan is "My people, my priority." And he has assured us that his manifesto is coming in full plans and documentation come 21st, Monday of November, and it will be available on all his social platforms. Also, the Mature League will also provide that for anyone who is interested. I just want to remind our audience again that if you have any question, just signify by raising up your hand or you can send it through the chat room, and definitely the question will be well attended to. We have less than 15 to 20 minutes to go. I already have one person raise up his hand, but before I attend to that question, I want to ask you one question, Honorable. With your assessment of the current member of House of Representatives in Oshodi Constituency 1, how would you rate the performance in the scale of 1 to 10?
0.
Wow. Wow.
Sorry to say that, 0.
I want to go further on that. So let's give our audience some access to ask questions. I have Ekins Baba. Ekins Baba, you can kindly unmute yourself and ask the Honorable your question.
Okay.
Ekins Baba, you have the floor. Okay, we didn't get any response from that. So let me just ask you another question. You've made us a lot of campaign promises, plans for the youth, plans for the women, and a lot is still coming up from our manifesto that is to be released come Monday. There have been a lot of old promises from our political office holder over time, and when they don't do anything, we find it difficult to hold them responsible. We understand you are indigent. From the conversation, you can know the background to the roots. But, sometimes violence does not solve problems. But we feel we should be able to hold you responsible for your campaign promises. If you fail to keep to these promises, how do we hold you responsible? How do you want us to hold you responsible?
Thank you very much. I love this question, which everybody should record this and note it down. Hold me responsible for all my promises. Remember, I said, the first thing we are doing is schedule town hall meeting to speak with all the constituents, everybody in my constituency, heart to heart. In fact, with you, my brother, you will be part of the people that will put in place, that will sketch out what we need to do the way forward. So if I'm telling you now, even though we've not met, and I would love to meet you next week, because I believe we can do this together. So I'll find a way to reach out to you to speak. And I want to gain experience from you. I want to tap from your resources. I want to tap from your knowledge, which will help me. because I believe I cannot do it alone. Permit me to use this Abiola's word and Abiola tone. Abiola will always say, only one person cannot be we. That tells you he cannot do it alone. When he was alive, he was not able to do it alone. Everybody was hearing Abiola, Abiola, Abiola. I can count how many people that have seen behind Abiola that helped him in politics. The same way I cannot do it alone. I need someone like you. I need a lot of youth in my in my constituency, both in PDP, both in Labour, both in APC. Let's come together to do it and to change our constituency. That's all I'm after. And the reason why I keep saying people should hold me for my promise, you know why? I'm still very young.
Right.
I want to become governor one day. I want to become senator. Nothing stopped me from becoming the president of this country. It's my dream. But if I failed my people, if I did not do it right, you will wait for me after 4 years. So I have no reason why. You see, you can see in everything I've been saying. I'm not telling you I'll buy car for the whole people in my constituency. I'll build out for everybody. No. But the minimum thing that the people are suffering, we will make sure we fix it. I'm not telling you I will come and construct all the roads in Oshodi, but with my connection, I will make sure I reach out to the local government chairman, reach out to the assembly, reach out to all the councillors. Can we sit down, please? Let's sit down together. We need to fix all these things. And if you guys refuse to do it, I will tell the youth to put up something. They will call it protest. I will put it online. We tell everybody behind it that refuse to do this thing. And I can tell you for a fact, they will fix it because they know RMD will expose them. They will fix it.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, go ahead, Honorable. Yeah, please, sorry for that interaction. Go ahead, sir.
So you understand, so we'll be able to fix it together. So everybody write it down. You can hold me responsible for everything I've said. Because why? You even be proud of me. That's one thing that we assure you. And this is how you know everything I'm saying is possible. If you check my antecedent, I've never made anything from government before. I'm using my own funds with the support of friends and family. And with my own work as well. I have more than 3 works I have in London. As you're speaking right now, I'm making money in London because I have a restaurant called ESQ Bar. I partner with my friends. There's a bar called Yolo Bar. I partner with my friend. I'm making money in restaurants. RMD Entertainment is still making money in entertainment in London as we speak. I'm the only body that always organize RMD beach party. You can Google it. RMD Annual Summer Barbecue Beach Party. I made thousands of pounds in it. Go and check it. The video, everything is on Google. Just Google that. You understand? These are all the things that I've been doing so that is helping me. Like yesterday, the program we have with the non-indigent. So I was speaking and everybody shouted, amen. And one little boy echoed, amen, just behind me. And I looked back. I asked him, how are you? What's your name? Where do you live? I live down the road. And I said, okay, Monday, bring your mother to my office and tell your mom I will continue from where she stopped concerning your education. And I will do it. In fact, after our Monday, once I meet with them, I will take the picture and everything signed. I will send it online. Everybody should see it. It cost me nothing to send that little boy, maybe from there to finish secondary school or primary school. I will do it. Because why? It's convenient for me. So if I can do this little thing, nothing stop me once I get into office. Everything that is meant for the constituency, not my political party alone, I will use it. So after 4 years, people like you working with me will be proud to tell people to contribute money. No, we must purchase this ticket to go for Senate. But many politicians doesn't take like this. They think the 4 years is a long time, and 4 years is just like this. So thank you, my brother. I'll stop there.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable. So let's give our own lives on there. I will start with Akins Baba then to class the royal set and Dada Baba Jide Razak. So let me start with Akins Baba. Akins Baba, you have the floor. I now unmute you. Can I ask a question, please?
Yeah, good afternoon, Honorable MD.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Okay, we are still in the morning. Sorry, good morning.
Is it morning? Good morning.
Yes, still morning, yeah. I was born and brought up in Oshodi, so I'm very familiar with the environment.
Okay.
To be sincere, since 1999, Oshodi has not been lucky when it comes to choosing us of rep. And it has just been the same way people are doing it. They will come, bring 2-3 women together, buy grinding machine and snap picture. That's all. So that's what the constituency allowance is for. The over 50 million naira. At times I will just smile when I see those things, and this is not development. Now, in terms of development, my question is this: why should I vote you? In terms of development, why should I vote you? What are you going to do differently? What is going to make you like dynamic, different, totally different from others? Because we know what they have been doing, the school bus, the notebook. I always tell people this thing doesn't bring development. It's just like putting, as in, it's not development. I don't want to use some word there. And secondly, is this: in terms of sports in Oshodi, do you have any plan on sports? Do you have any plan on the like we have Jalisco where we have people, good footballers. Is there any plan to help one or two of them abroad to go for maybe trials overseas? And another question is, now the world is moving to tech. It's no more the politics of before. Thank God for the, sorry, I'm going to use this word. Thank God for the dynamic that the Peter Obi, the obedient people are bringing in. Like, it's not politics of before that people share Indomie and rice. People are now getting wiser. So so far as this campaign has gone, I have not seen anybody going around with a cup of rice. I think people are getting wiser now. So how do you plan to use tech in the community? Because you talk, when I was listening to you, you talk about security, in your plan to work on security, and we have a lot of things can be done at home. This security of a thing, a lot of people can do it remotely from home. So how do you plan to use the tech, and how do you plan to involve the youth, like giving them more training on tech? Because I always refer to a person of Honorable Ayeni, our former House of Assembly, during the standard, the school of standard, the computer school, then gives scholarship, and a lot of people today that are computer literate will still give the kudos to Honorable Ayeni. So those are my questions. Thank you.
1 minute. Okay, over to me. Hello.
Go ahead, sir. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, my brother. I love all the questions. And I just want to apologize on behalf of all the people we voted for in the past to represent us. I'm saying sorry. I won't say for our mistake, because we actually trusted them. That's why we voted them in power. On their behalf, I'm saying sorry, because I'm honorable as well, because they have failed us woefully. Let me say it that way. Remember, when I started this program, I said something. It's very shameful to see politicians putting up a banner and people will be frying pop-off, doing air, and they call it empowerment. Who are you empowering? This is 2022. For God's sake, for crying like sake. Well, since 1999, I know we've been voting, and at the end of the day, nothing to write about. But I can assure you, my brother, with your votes and support, we will change everything in our constituency for great. And you and I will be proud that, yes, this is exactly what we've been asking for. It's very little. You know why? In fact, all these things you people are told, everybody is talking about that they did this, they did that. They are not doing it with their money. They are doing it with the constituency allowances, the constituency project funds that was allocated for your constituency. And they will pick the peanut out of it to come and do some projects that you cannot even be boast or proud of. And you still see some people clapping. Don't clap for them. In fact, don't praise any honorable doing anything. Because these are your taxes that you are paying. These are your sweat. One way or the other, you pay rent. Remember, they take tax from your rent. If you don't pay rent, you buy food, they take tax from your food. You pay tax either you like it or not. And these are the things that you're paying, and they bring the peanuts from it to come and maybe they'll bring 3 grand in pepper. I said, that is not empowerment to me. To me, that just showcase that, yes, they have sense. Sorry to use that language. But I can assure you, by God, by the special grace of God, let's work together, my brother. Give me your vote. Canvass for me. Once I get to your office 2023, I will not tell you to sit in Oshodi while I'm in Abuja doing this. We will all sit together at the round table. You said something about technology. In fact, I will give you opportunity to bring in experienced experts, people that can train our youth in computer learning, people that can train our youth. In fact, we should cover our face. 2022, we still have some people like, I think it was last month, somebody called me that I want to be your secretary, I want to work in your office. And the person doesn't even have idea. She cannot even operate the system. How can you be my secretary? But it's so unfortunate. She don't have opportunity, anybody to enroll her freely to come and learn it. These are the things we will put in place. It costs nothing. These are peanuts that we're supposed to do for the people, that will help the people. So my brother that asked this question, after this program, please get my number. I want to meet with people like you. Since you have the experience, I have the experience. I had the opportunity to travel to abroad to study. And I see what, imagine everything I learned in college, in university. I will put it in place here. So things like this, you will be part of the people that will work with me. We will put it in the section of training people in computer. And you say something that, why should you vote for me? The reason why I want you to vote for me is because you are not voting for me. We are voting for changing our constituency. Since you've complained there's a problem since 1999, this is the time for you to get it right. And I cannot get it right alone. If you want me to get it right, that means you're sending me to Abuja. I'll do it alone and win. Wuru win. And I'll be there. I won't remember my people. But that will never happen. I will never allow that. We must all do it together so that in future, can tap our chest and say, I am proud of myself. This is my contribution. And the constituency is moving forward. And you asked a question about sports. I can assure you, I still play football. I'm a footballer as we speak. I played every Thursday. I used to play in Jalisco, not until what happened to my brother stopped me from coming to Jalisco. I'm not scared of nobody. I can come and play next week. In fact, I'm planning of organizing one event in Jalisco called the Bringing Unity to my constituency. That's the title of the football competition. I want to bring all the old legends in Oshodi together to come and participate in the football competition. And after winning, once I get to office, since I love sports, football is one of the sports that everybody speaks the language all over the world. It brings people together. We will use that avenue to help our children, the talented one. We see where can we, you see, once we are having this town hall meeting, sitting together, in fact, you yourself will come to me, sir, there's a project, there's 10 children from our constituency, they are good footballers. Then we'll put them on trial. Maybe we just want to pick one that we want to help and make sure he traveled abroad, signing with an agent. If we help such footballer, tell me once he get there, he will remember the constituency, because why is the constituency that is sending him abroad? So if you can help such player, he must return back to us. You cannot be making millions, billions over there, and the constituency help you to travel. You must bring back to the constituency. And with those such funds, it will help the upcoming ones too. That's how to do it. It's not rocket science. We have to help them so they can help the constituency. How do we do it? We come together. So that's, I think that's the best. I've answered all the questions. And on the technology as well, I've answered that too. And again, I'm not a politician that shares, even though I love sharing foods for people, because I understand there's hardship in the land. Yesterday, my event, I gave a lot of people Apple Watch. Can I have this watch, please? I'll show you the type of watches that have been given to people. You can use it to check your blood pressure. You can use it to do exercise. That's it. You can see it. I've distributed more than 500 in my constituency. You can charge it. You see? All this thing, I brought them from America. I had more than 2,000 pieces. I've been giving it out. And I'll tell them, go and read it. You can see it shows. It will read your art. It tells you how many works you need to do in a day. If you've not achieved that task, you have to go out there, jog, walk, so that you can live long. These are the things that technology have brought to my constituency, which we will do more by the special grace of God. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable. We are actually behind our scheduled time. It's already 12:06, but we still have some constituent who wants to have some questions to the Honorable. However, we'll just take this brief, so we'd like you to also help us brief the answers. So our audience, so your questions should also be brief so that we can quickly round up. Apologies to the admin. We'll just extend it for like 10 minutes to round up. We have Class the Royal, who have raised up his hand for a while. Class the Royal.
Water, please.
Class the Royal, please, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you very much, the moderator. My own may not be is well. Let me start this way. I really want to appreciate the PDP aspirants, our candidates for the post of
Thank you.
You see, yeah, this is a very challenging task before you, and from all you have said, you said something now about sports. That is where I want to really applaud you. If that could be done, I'll start from there. You are bringing back all the living legends in Oshodi. We know how ULA was to what the Jalisco is today. And we could still remember many of these persons. I'm not a sports guy, but at least when we were very small, from Brown Street to ULA, we know what the state of things was. And if that can be done with a maximum security, you just said it now that, oh, you love coming to Jalisco, not out of recent what happened to his better memory. So that is the area where someone asked you the other time, we need to improve on. The security of lives and property is very, very, very important. By the way, we see what is going on in other constituency, especially Oshodi is a federal constituency too, where Engineer Gani Johnson is in charge.
He's trying.
For crying out loud. He's a first timer like us in Oshodi. When someone just asks you to, what are you going to do differently? How my education is, and we see what is going on in respective constituency, Oshodi cannot be left behind. If you have the opportunity, we too want to see this. Like I was telling someone some days ago, I said, I saw the structure being facilitated by Gani Johnson. Our own is facilitating mushroom classrooms, where even me, as a person, if I have my money, I can never build such a structure. It's a slap, so ridiculous, of Oshodi having such at this very hour. Yeah, you said you use your connection to gain employment for some people. Yeah, we have our host here. We are the hosts of Muritala Mohammed International Airport. We have number of companies. If you are opportune, because the person there presently, we don't know what he's doing or what he has done. So please, if you are opportune, only God knows who will get there. We are only voters who vote, but whoever emerges, let's use this opportunity rightly. And I could remember Moshi constituency, where the last rep, what is his name? I don't forget his name, maybe I will remember.
Kakware.
Kakware, God bless you, sir. Like someone said, see, our own society, you cannot displace it for another society. This is not London. You can only make this.
Mr. De Class, can we make the question brief so that we can quickly?
Yeah, I will round up there. I will round up there. Sorry, sir. He bought enough vehicle, not like all this charade we saw in Oshodi. What are you going to do differently to alleviate the suffering of our students? We have 7 wards. If we can get buses in this respective ward, I don't think it's very too much. of our rep, unlike whom we've been having in the past. This is doable. Thank you very much.
Honorable, you have 30 seconds to respond to this.
Thank you so much. I'll start from the last point you picked. Remember, I said it earlier, not sitting in Abuja and telling people to go and buy bus, so yeah, big, and they will squander the money and nothing to write to my boss. I will come down when we're having meetings. We will be having town hall meetings. In fact, meeting with all these principals, meeting with all these head teachers, they will tell us exactly what they need. If it's bus, if it's this, we will make sure we fix everything. We will do it together. And I'm really sorry you spoke something about the weak empowerment. I spoke about it earlier as well. It's so unfortunate the people who were voting into power, we voted for in power before, but things will change this time around. There will be landmark empowerment that everybody will see that, no, we did it together. It's not that maybe Honorable RMP did this. And lastly, on the spot, I'll use my late brother, Mr. Rest in Perfect Spirit, as an example. When he was controlling Jalisco, Jalisco was a place that everybody loves to go to. And I will make sure we bring back the glory of Jalisco, because I believe that's everybody come to socialize, to miss each other. So like I said, I'll be creating a lot of avenue on sports, not just football. Everything that goes to do with sports in my constituency, we use it to bring the youth together. And that's another avenue to speak to the people, to speak to the youth. And lastly, to help them in football is not hard. Maybe we have 20 people. All we need to do is maybe pick 2 or 3. Once we send them there, they get there, they're making the money. They must return back to their constituency. And this is what we use to help the upcoming one. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable. Mr. Dada, you have the floor now. Please make it brief and short for us so that we can quickly round up.
Yeah, Ellie, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you clearly. We can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Okay, I can say good afternoon, Honorable.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, it's nice to see you talking, and this will be the first time some of us will be seeing you in person. Now, my question for you will go on just 3 areas. One, on the educational system in Oshodi, we've not really seen the impact of 21st century improvement on education. If you watch the system of library, it's like it has gone down the drain. So whereas we have a library system at the local government, which has turned to the habitat for rodents. So in that area, what are you going to do on the library system? That is one. The secondly, you've talked, and people always talk about the brilliant students, but nobody is talking inward, looking inward, talking about those students with special skills. I remember our days in secondary school. We have people that are good in arts. They draw. We have a lot of people that they are creative, but educationally, they are not that sound. So what are you going to do as regards that? And also, you talk about empowerment. See, sometimes what we've noticed about empowerment of all these politicians is always one-sided. It's either it's for their party members or their group or their caucuses. But if perchance you are elected, how are you going to do it to make it an inclusive one for everybody? Because once you get elected into the office, it becomes everybody's property. And lastly, I love your passion about sport. You spoke well about sport and Jalisco. I remember when we are going up, most people, we come to ULA then to relax and have good moments. But now, there is no more space for recreation centers. If you take your time, go to Oshodi Sports Complex, and you will shed tears that is this in Oshodi of today. So what are you going to do as regard the sports center, or better still, Jalisco, in areas outside Lagos? Government facilitates synthetic ground, synthetic football field, whereby people come there to play, relax, and they were secured. But the reason why many people don't even go to Jalisco or Oshodi Sports Center now,
Thank you.
has become a place for other things. So, and lastly, your accountability. We are going to hold you responsible for all the promise you've made. See, in politics, it's easier to make promises, but great people keep records. So, with what you've said, we believe your accountability and you'll be transparent in whatever thing you've said. God bless you, Sweetie. God bless everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Firstly, on the education part, which I've spoken on it earlier. Let me use the Yoruba proverb. Oh, le mole, Julie onile law. You see, in the education sector, this is what I would do. And not just I, we will all do it together, collective efforts. We will make sure, the problem is, sit down, make sure you sit everybody, that we must come to round table, all the principal, the head teachers and everybody. We must come to round table. It's not just I'll be in Abuja and I'll just be passing my bill. Yeah, they should go and do this, do that. No, it will not, it will never, we will never get it right that way. We will all sit together, heart to heart talk. What are the things that we need to do? Probably, maybe we cannot sort it in a year. Then we will draw our time, our schedule, and we will make sure we time it. We must make sure we accomplish everything within 2 or 3 years, and we will get it done. With the support of you that just asked this question, it's possible if we work together, and I can assure you that that will be done. On the library sector, I don't just want to speak about library. Library is one of the things that we invest more in my constituency. Just take it, write it down, note it down. Library is one of the things that we invest more in my constituency. I want to make my constituency convenient for all the children. In fact, externals to come to my constituency to come and study. They should come and see what we are doing. So I will invest more in library as well. And special skills student, I spoke on it earlier. At least send one good student abroad. That would be your own pride, your own joy. As a rep member, I've done this. Do you know that we actually encourage, because there's nothing like less privileged children by God's grace once I get there, that we encourage the remaining students to work more harder. I remember in school, we used to sing one song, they're actually encouraging us then that yes, we will get nice shoes from our parents if we focus. So that's the same thing I would bring into education system and the skills, special skills. There's nothing like special skills one. We know some students are blessed naturally, but you see those that are not up to the task. These are the things we would do to help the brilliant students, to make sure to let them know we actually appreciate them by sending them abroad for more qualification, or even here, maybe Covenant University, send them private university. Part of the constituency project, send them private university. That will help the remaining students to be more focused. And the upcoming one, once they believe Honorable RMD is there, I'm going to Honorable RMD's office. I want to go and show him my result. Show me your result and get a gift as a student. This will happen once we sit down, round table with all the principals and teachers. You understand? So that's what I would say on that. And the empowerment. My empowerment section is for everybody. It's not just for my political party or everybody around me. In fact, I need everybody on board, and that's what will happen. I'm really sorry we don't have much time. I will appreciate more on that question.
Yes, thank you, Honorable, for making that brief, and I thank you for the question from I have Raymond now, but because before I call Raymond, I only want 1 minute from your time and also a 30 seconds from Mr. Raymond. Please, let's make this brief. I want to end this in the next 5 minutes, please. Mr. Raymond, you have the floor.
Mr. Raymond, go ahead.
Yes, thank you so much.
Please, you have 1 minute to address this, Mr. Raymond, please. 1 minute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but you have 1 minute.
Yeah, Raymond, born president in Oshodi. I've actually listened to his presentation already. I've been following up with your antecedents, your programs, your package, but there's something, I don't want to like you as a person. I don't want to like the previous people, but my interest is the legacy. If the youth cannot make impact, because I see you as a young person with the energy, you are exposed educationally abroad. But Oshodi is our Isolo office, our Abuja here. In the past, like you said, I must remind you again, we don't want a rep that will go and sit down in Abuja that will forget where it's coming from. That's my first observation I want to raise. I want to be sure we know your family, we've seen one or two of your brothers, following your program. On the issue of the security, and I'm not looking at empowerment as normal empowerment. What are the sustainable programs? You say my people, my priority. Can you expatiate on this? And how does it concern the youth of the constituency? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Raymond. Can you respond to this in 30 seconds?
Thank you so much for at least encouraging me that you've seen what I've been doing. Thank you so much. You see, the times are my people, my priority. That tells you I belong to nobody and I am for everybody. The non-indigenous, the APC, the PDP, the Labour Party, once I get to power, we will all come together and get it right. I will not play politics of, oh yeah, PDP in power now. No, everybody must come to the round table with me and we will do it together. That's what I've been saying. And that will happen. In fact, anybody that will be thinking, it's not PDP, it's not APC. Once we start this process, I can assure you everybody will come on board because they will see changes in our constituency and they will see the growth because we will make sure we draw. Don't worry, people will come to my office. We will do this together. We will assign people different positions and we will give them tasks. This is what you're supposed to do. Deliver within 6 months. After that, yeah, come back to the table. Let's come and eat, drinks as a constituency enjoyment. Then we will check our record. What have we done? What do we need to do? And that's the reason why I keep saying my people, my priority. And before we go, I just want to say this. I appreciate you guys for putting this up. Thank you so much for letting me speak my mind. And sorry for my gesture. Whenever I'm speaking my mind, that's how I act. If you see that I've been doing this, that's just me. I'm natural. I don't know how to fake things and I don't know how to fool people. That's me. But once you have the opportunity to meet me one-on-one, you know I'm a perfect gentleman. Before I go, I will just want to do a donation of 100,000 Naira for the people that organize this event. Please come to my office on Monday and get the 100,000 Naira. Just to encourage you, as youth in my constituency that I love what you're doing so you can do more, come to my office on Monday and get your 100,000 Naira. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable, for that kind gesture. I believe the admin will reach out to you on that. Want to appreciate all our audience for joining us today. It's really a great pleasure to have the Honorable talks through the plans he has for the Oshodi constituency. And we say that it's a wonderful thing to engage our representative, and we'll continue with this as an assurance to everyone in Oshodi to know who they are voting for and what is their plan for the constituency. Just before we round up, do you have any social media account that the people can follow you?
Okay. On Instagram, follow me on Honorable RMD. On Facebook, search Honorable RMD. On what's it called? On Snapchat, type Honorable RMD. If you want to follow me on WhatsApp, you can reach out to my PA. His name is Honorable Okpa. Everybody knows Okpa very well. He's very popular in our constituency. He was a footballer, not a footballer anymore. That's all the platform. And let me say one prayer to our people again. I know we understand what's going on in our country, the hardship. I pray God Almighty will continue to protect us, guide us through. Christmas is around the corner. God will bless every one of us and put the joy of Christmas and New Year in our hearts. Till we meet again, I remain your humble, Honorable Olumuyiwa Owadara, the next House of Reps to represent the great people of Oshodi Isolo Federal Constituency. By the grace of God, come February. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Feel free to meet me. Come to my office. Let's sit down round table. Let's share ideas, how to win, how to get things right. It's not just about winning, so how to change our constituency for greatness. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Honorable.
Really
thank you so much, Honorable, for your time. Thank you, our audience. Tomorrow is still another day. We have another candidate coming on board of the Oshodi Matured League. Please schedule your time. It's 3 p.m. tomorrow. We'll be on Facebook, we'll be on YouTube, and also with the Zoom link. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Honorable. Do have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you, our audience. Do have a wonderful day.